All right, thank God, thank God, thank God in the mighty name of King Jesus. And this is some of the stuff I want to say. I guess I gotta find some of those thoughts. Let God place them back there. But this is the first thing I want to say. Thank God. They just called me from the temp service I was working in, and I was supposed to have an interview through them on Wednesday. But they just called me about this other job. It's a little further. It's really about 7 minutes more away. Driving distance, pay a little bit more. But they say I could start tomorrow. I'm gonna see. They had me do the onboarding and stuff. I'm gonna see how that works out. You know, just let God help me, cause yeah, don't put your trust in man. Put not your trust in man. Put not your trust in princes, nor the Son of Man, in whom there is no help. His breath goeth forth; he returneth to his earth in that very day. His thoughts perish. In the mighty name of King Jesus. But this is what I want to say. I'm talking to you now, and God help my mouth. Uh, yeah, that's how you say it, right? I'm talking to you. Yeah, I'm talking to you now. Uh, so. Uh, I don't know who taught you how to talk like that. I looked at that this morning. It was short. I looked at it this morning. I'm gonna look at it again. Like that guy right there. That guy who taught you that who taught you how to talk like that? I'm talking about see this guy right here. This guy right here. This this guy right here. That's who they're fighting for. This guy right here. Who taught you about what you know about this guy? Uh, but anyway, that was pretty funny right there. And I'm gonna say this, like, well, thank God, and every time if I think about you, I think about God. So just know that if I think about you, I think about God. So it can't get nowhere out of line. Because if I think about you, I think about God. So this is where it's gonna go. That's why every time I post something, I never even say good morning before I say the word of God. So because God is before everything. And I'm gonna say this too. Yeah, thank God for helping my mouth. And I already asked God because I already like. I'm just be honest with you. I'm like, I really like this lady, and I'm like, God, please don't let her become an idol in my life. That's what I asked God too. Yeah, I had asked God that, and I could constantly ask God that, please don't let her become an idol in my life, because it's about God. The whole thing. It's about God. You know. So yeah, I definitely asked God that, and you know, I didn't just start liking this lady. I was liking this lady. I was liking this lady years ago, right? You know, I liked this lady years ago. I first heard the lady, and then yeah, I'm talking to you, but I'm just saying it in this way. When I first heard the lady, I just heard the power, and it was the power. I could really just the power of God. I really heard the power of God. That's what I first liked, and I never even saw them. I just used to see the prayers, and I just used to listen to the prayers, and I don't know how some way I came across, the image or the person that was behind this stuff, and then, I saw the lady, and I kind of attracted to the lady, and I just used to sometimes I used to not like look at the lady because I had been delivered at this point for the most part, or maybe not even at some point I hadn't even been delivered yet. At one point I hadn't even been delivered yet, and then lust tried to attack me with that. Then it was like then in my mind I'm like, man, how dare you even try the woman of God like that? And I was like, nah, that ain't going on. It's just the truth. So you know what I'm saying in so many words. But I was just like, no, that's the woman of God. What are you thinking about? And you know, and then see that's why I say like God wouldn't let me send my money there at first because God like, nah, you probably got something. And God was like, nah, is it it's you know you can't be doing it. You can't for that reason wherever you can't just now you can't do that right now. I'm just gonna put it like that. And that's why I just didn't say that at first. That's why God never let me, tie it there like that. And, you know, and I used to like this lady and I was looking at this lady, but I ain't never think about it like the way it have came to me now. But like, you know, uh and I was just like, you know, when I'm gonna tell you when I got delivered too, I'm gonna tell you when I got delivered from the cigarettes and the weed thing, and I had and then I got inspired by TB Joshua, and I was like, I want to, I want to, Really, I want what he has. I want to be like I want to have the power of God like that. I kind of want to be like him. Just truly, I want to be like him. That's the only man I ever want to be like. I ain't never want to be like no man. I ain't never seen a man in my life that I want to be like. That's true. That's true. You know, people look at people and they idolize. I ain't never seen a man in my life I want to be like. That's the only man I ever seen in my life I want to be like. And then and I already was already in me anyway. Like I wasn't finna get involved with no woman. And then I had just made up in my mind, I'm like, I'm at least gonna be 2 years. I at least need to get 2 years before I even attempt to try to talk to a woman. And it's gonna have to be a woman of God. And I gotta have a friendship. You know, you gotta go about it the right way. But I at least just need 2 years to commit myself to God. And guess what? I end up going to do 2 years. And anyway, but like something this woman says too. This woman always says, she keeps saying like, this is nothing but a carcass. I understand that. This is nothing but a carcass. This is nothing but a carcass. You know, I don't say it like that, but I'm like, yeah, that's the truth. But like, I was attracted to this woman. I think she's a really pretty woman. You know, truly, yeah, I think this woman is a really pretty woman. And, you know, um, I just never say anything like that. I don't want to go too far. I just got some things you just got to just slow down on. Because I can't focus on that because I got to get established. Because this woman right here, I don't know if I ever have it, just let God do it. This woman should have a ring like with a rock like that size on it. You know, because she don't care about carnal stuff anyway. You see what I'm saying? You know, uh, and, you know, it's just, but the thing is, if I think about this woman, I always think about God. So that's the thing about it. So as long as you think about God, and you know, yeah, you can't go, you can't go the wrong way. As long as you know God is in the top, God is in the middle, God is at the end. As long as God is all the way through the whole thing, you really can't go nowhere wrong with it. You know, you don't want to disrespect God, and you don't want to disrespect her. You know what I'm saying? She don't want to disrespect God, and she don't want to disrespect you. So you know that's a good thing. All right. And but I want to say this too. I want to focus on that no more. Maybe God might bring me back somewhere. But I think that lady is a really, really, really pretty lady. I think she's really beautiful in spirit. Definitely, you know, that's definitely an important thing. That's really one of the most important things. And I think she's really, you know, beautiful physically too. I just want to say that. But like this is what I want to say too. Like I'm going through this thing and like with these belching these devils out, it ain't just cause it's just belching them out. This is what I want to say too, and I don't know how God gonna do it, you know. But this is what I just believe. This is what I really believe, you know. One day I'm gonna be able to raise the dead. See, that's why I'm going through this. It is a process, and I ain't going through it like everybody else went through it. And I'm gonna tell you something else too. And see, it's power coming out of this because I seen like God, like praying destroy them. But I'm telling you, I already seen this. God already showed me this power. God showed me the power of it. When I belch and when I belch them out, your praying might take. Just say it might take like for me with some of these devils, it might take like just say like I'm gonna just give you an example. Like this window right here, this whole window right here. I used to see them filled up black, and when I used to pray and cast out devils, they used to like the blackness used to go. God used to let me see the reinforcement. This is something that He showed me. Okay, and it take time. It's gonna get destroyed. But guess what? Then I go sit down and I go belch. And when I go sit down and I go belch, and I'm a distance from this man, them things get knocked out so fast. See, belching them out, knock them out way faster than just praying. All right, but you know, so that's what I think. And you know, that's what I think. What God want to do for me. You know, it take time, and these people been going like 20 years. You know, stuff like that. It don't take that long to get there. You know, I'll just be real. I believe I can heal the sick, whatever. Cause just like God already done showed me. He gave me power. I was before I even had fast or anything, but you know, he was just showing me something when I said I was able to do that stuff like TB Joshua, and I seen the dude turn into an animal and all that stuff. Yeah, I seen that. That was way before I ain't even know nowhere near strong as I was. It was just the will of God to show me something in. But I have been strengthened out way a lot more, and you know, God have given me some real authority. Not just He's showing me something. God have given me some authority, but I still got to grow more because it takes time, and nothing don't happen overnight. And you know, I still got to grow in the Word. I still stuff that I can. You can't never stop learning with God. There's something else too. You can't never stop learning with God. God understands is infinite. Man can read this Bible and read this Bible and read this Bible and read this Bible how many times you want to, but it's still something that God knows that you don't know. It's always gonna be that way because God is God and man is man. But you know, I don't know. It's probably some things that I wanted to say that I didn't say, but I just gonna leave it right there. And I ain't going too far. I'm just looking to get me a job, and hopefully I get this job started. I just trust in God to work it out for me with the whole situation. I really rather prefer this job than the other job because it pay a little bit more. Um, but I'm still gonna be paying a lot for transportation. Like it's really just gonna equal out. But I rather just get this job because one day I'm finna either try to hurry up and I don't really want to hurry, but I'm gonna try to like put a move on it. Ask God to most definitely help me put a move on it and just get a car to be able to get back and forth to work. Cause it's gonna be like I'm gonna be paying like $60 a day to get to work back and forth, or at least like 50. And well, not 50 a day. Well, yeah, like 50 a day. Not 50. Yeah, gonna be like 60 between $50 to $65 a day to get back and forth to work. So I'm just gonna deal with it. Cause the other job I can get, I still gonna be paying like $35 a day. I might as well go ahead and spend all the $15 and make a little bit more money. But we'll see what happens. I already did like the onboarding, like it, and that's supposed to start tomorrow night. But if that doesn't happen and something comes up, it don't really matter anyway, because I got another interview on Wednesday, and I know that job is probably most definitely gonna be like gonna get that job. But so I'm just waiting on that and just let God work it out for me. And everything else will work, and God just keeping me, and that's it. Thank God, thank God, thank God. I just gotta learn. I need to look at something, and I gotta try to get a video on there. I'm gonna make a short today. Yesterday, I just led to make a whole video, and I had been thought about it, like, cause sometimes I can't get all the stuff on there, cause you're trying to get the short on there. It's only 60 seconds, so I'm finna start to see what I'm gonna put on there. God help me, in the mighty name of King Jesus, and I'm gonna let that be it. I ain't gonna talk about that no more. I talked about that enough. But oh yeah, I want to say this too before I get off of here. See, and at first I didn't even know this woman was that beautiful, right? And then I just looking at this woman. I had been looked at it. It was a long time ago. It was years ago. It was when the first beginning when I used to look at that. I used to listen to it at night. Fire on the Altar. And then I seen this woman, and I just seen her. And I seen this woman. I didn't know where this woman got all that style from, or where this woman got all that swag from. That's how they say it. I don't know where this woman had got all that swag from. And I was like, I didn't know, And then they try to make God look boring. God's not boring. Look at all this swag this woman got. And I was like, look, she's pretty cool. All right. So thank God, thank God, thank God in the mighty name of King Jesus. And I'm going to leave this alone right now. And I'm about to get to pray and get to the Word of God, do something. The only thing I do, I'm going to do with God, and that's about it. And other than that, I ain't got nothing to do with that other stuff. All right, so thank God in the mighty name of King Jesus.